Morning slowly returns to the African savanna, bringing another day of survival. High in an acacia tree, a tiny bird is beginning its day. This red-billed oxpecker prepares for hours of searching, feeding, and traveling. With the morning warming quickly, it leaves its roost and heads across the grassland. Below, a herd of Cape buffalo is already moving toward the Waterhole. For the oxpecker, these enormous animals offer something the grassland cannot. The bird lands effortlessly on a bull that barely seems to notice its arrival. Now the search begins, as its bill carefully explores the buffalo's thick hide. Hidden between the skin and short hair is exactly what the bird is looking for. With a firm pull, the oxpecker removes the tick, adjusts it, and swallows. As the buffalo walks, the tiny passenger constantly adjusts its balance. Another parasite is discovered, pulled from the skin, and quickly turned into a meal. From the buffalo's massive horns, the oxpecker gains an excellent view of the surroundings. Together, bird and buffalo travel across the same dry savanna landscape. But suddenly, the oxpecker stops feeding. Something in the grass has caught its attention. A distant movement is enough to put this small bird immediately on alert. The buffalo notices too, lifting its head and checking the open grassland. After a few tense moments, the disturbance passes and normal life resumes. The oxpecker immediately returns to work, pulling another tick cleanly from the hide. By late morning, the herd finally reaches the familiar Waterhole. The oxpecker leaves its host briefly to take a few quick drinks of its own. Back in the acacia, it carefully cleans and realigns its feathers. As the midday heat intensifies, activity slows, and the shade becomes valuable. Another oxpecker joins the branch, turning a quiet rest into a brief social encounter. When the temperature begins to fall, the bird returns to the herd. It chooses the same familiar buffalo and settles onto its back once again. Another attached tick is found, pulled free, repositioned in the bill, and swallowed. The buffalo keeps moving, carrying its tiny passenger through clouds of dry dust. As afternoon fades, the entire herd slowly crosses the open clearing. For such a small bird, this enormous animal has become an entire feeding ground. Now the light turns golden, and the oxpecker's busy day begins to slow. As sunset approaches, it finally leaves the buffalo and heads back toward the trees. The same acacia that welcomed the morning will now provide shelter for the night. Tomorrow, the search will begin again, another day among Africa's giants.